Hey there, YouTubers and collectors. This is Salvador Los Angeles with my review today of this giant 18-inch Pinhead figure made by NECA from the motion picture Hellraiser. And of course, subsequent movies as well. They made a number of them. But this actor here, Doug Bradley, who portrayed Pinhead, was not featured in the last movie. Just a little bit of trivia. And the last movie was terrible. Here is the front of the box. 18-inch motion activated sound. So we're going to hear what he has to say. Oh, that's very nice. There he is holding the puzzle box, or Le Box de Merchant, or Lament configuration, depends on who you speak to. And there he is looking great. Hey, this is kind of neat. Look at that. It almost looks like I'm half Pinhead. Let's see what the back of the box has to say. Pinhead. In life, he was Elliot Spencer, a World War I captain who had tired of all the degraded experiences this world had to offer. His search for new pleasures beyond the limits led him to a mythical puzzle box called the Lament configuration. Upon its solving, the barrier between our world and hell was opened, and the Cenobites, purveyors in the sensual arts of torture, were beckoned. They took his flesh to a place beyond description, and at the end, welcomed him into their order. Over time, he would rise to become their leader. The angel of suffering, lord of the Cenobites, Pinhead. Which brings to mind, who was the leader before Pinhead? Interesting. Creative team, development, Randy Falk. Art director, Ed Repka. Sculptor, Kyle Windricks. Accessories, Oliver Briggs. Set design, Rich Catino. Consultant, Gary J. Tunnicliffe. Photography, Nicole Ampuzzo. Graphics, Brian Roll. On the back are a few other figures. Now, these are the 8-inch figures. But I believe in this 18-inch scale, they also made a Chatterer. Yeah, I think just the Chatterer. If I'm wrong, please leave a message. I ordered this on eBay, and you see how he can move around in there? So when I got him, he was pressed up against the front, and one of his nails, or pins rather, on his nose was bent upward. If you're an eBay seller and you have an item that you may pack correctly, you may pack this box within the shipping box correctly, but then meanwhile this moves around inside. So please pack inside of there, okay? And I say that as an eBay seller myself and as an eBay buyer myself. So come on, people. So let's get him out of his packaging. It almost looks like he's walking. This is what I do. I have seen all of the movies. I did like, I think, the first two, or was it the first and the third I think I liked? I forgot. Anyway, there was some in there that I thought were ridiculous. I think it was the third when the DJ became a Cenobite and he has CDs out of his head. I mean, come on. He does appear well made. I mean, I think even if you were to take a shelf dive, you might be okay. 18 inches tall. You gotta watch out for these little pins here. But you can move his head around. Like so. You can move his arms. He doesn't have any... Oh, he does have elbow swivel. So you can swivel his elbow. On both sides, at the mid-bicep, he has a swivel. And then he has a hinge at the shoulder. And that... No, I think he does have waist. Yes, he does have waist. There we go. So you can swivel at the waist. So that's neat. But check out the bottom. Here's what I don't like about these NECA figures. And this is the same thing in the, 6-inch or 8-inch format as well, of the same figure and the others. Is you're going to think you're going to get something under here maybe, or legs maybe? But look at this. Oh, what is that? It's one big piece, and then they made little feet here. I mean, this is just, I don't like this at all. I think it looks terrible. You know, truthfully, you're just going to be standing this. You know, he's going to stay permanently wherever he's at. I mean, unless, of course, he comes alive in the middle of the night to greet you. But otherwise, look at that. Oh, come on. And that says on the bottom, 2003 Miramax Film Corporation, all rights reserved, 2003 NECA. This thing's 10 years old. Probably a little bit over 10 years old, so that's cool. Here is the puzzle box. Lament configuration. Oh, that's pretty nice. Let's see how big this is. The one that he comes with, now you know, the smaller figures come with a little tiny puzzle box. But this is one of the larger ones until you get into the 3-inch ones. But this is 1 inch. This is 1 inch by 1 inch squared. So that's pretty cool. That's nice. It's solid. Nothing can become of it. I mean, you can't. It doesn't configure. And it does fit in his hand pretty nicely. Like so. Although the interesting thing is, although NECA makes figures where Pinhead can hold the box, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember any movies where he held the box. But maybe I'm wrong. He does hold the box, I know, in the original movie poster. I think he's holding it with both hands in his hand. But where in the movie does Pinhead hold the box, either like this or with both hands like he did in the original movie poster? I don't know. But maybe I'm wrong. I have been known to have a bad memory. That's a good one. Looking good. Looking good, Pinhead. I can't tell you how excited my girlfriend was when I brought this. No, she wasn't. He comes with some torture tools hanging from him, including the one in his hand. This does not... No, you know what? This can come out of his hand. I'm not going to take it out, but this can be removed. Perhaps you can swap it. Yeah, perhaps you can swap it for one of these. This little hole is the motion sensor. So when it detects movement, it will make his release his phrases. It's got an on-off switch in the back, and the speaker's on the back, which I think is odd. I mean, maybe if you probably could have hidden the speaker here, but instead the speaker's in the back. But we'll see if we can hear it anyway. I'm gonna flip this switch on, right there.
We have such sights to show you.
Ooh.
We'll tear your soul apart.
We have such sights to show you.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
Your suffering will be legendary even in hell. No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
We have such sights to show you. We'll tear your soul apart.
We'll tear your soul apart.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering. Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell. We have such sights to show you.
All right.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Come on, little mister. Get out of here.
It's a waste of good suffering.
My cat is in the way.
Suffering will be legendary,
All right, that's
even
me.
in hell.
Okay.
We have such sights to show you.
Okay. So if you were to put this somewhere where there's constant traffic, it might get annoying. So the good news is, though, that you can make it go off. Make it go off. Turn it off. I have a couple of these figures. I have a 18-inch Predator I just got, City Hunter. Obviously doesn't make any noise, although they should. Now that I think about it, these older NECA figures have the motion-activated sound. I also have a Marv figure from Sin City, the same height as this one, and he has motion-activated sound. This one has motion-activated sound. I just remembered I also have a Muhammad Ali 18-inch figure by NECA, also motion-activated. But now NECA's not making the motion activation anymore, which I think is a cool feature. The recent City Hunter and the recent 18-inch Predators do not have any motion-activated sound, and they could have some of that, whatever the hell the Predators do. I was excited to get this. Really, I'm a horror fan, and I do enjoy these 18-inch figures when I can get them at a good price. That Marv figure from Sin City I just mentioned, I got it at the Goodwill for $15. And I also got the Muhammad Ali figure for $20. This one I paid, I think I paid $65 for this guy. And that's about the going rate now. He can go as high as $100 or $125 depending on his condition. This was already opened once, taken out, apparently tested, so the guy said, put back in the box, and then he shipped it to me. So it was officially used. It was not unopened. So $65 I think is what I paid. Maybe $75. Somewhere about $70 is what I paid for this guy. But I'm not complaining. My only complaint was when you ship something, make sure it's not going to move around, including within the retail box. You know what I'm saying? So please do that. All right, everybody. So just wanted to share my 18-inch figure made by NECA. This is Salvador, Los Angeles. And Little Mister. Thanks for watching.
We have such sights to show you. We'll tear
Your soul apart. This is what I do.